everyone, it's Celeste. Welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to film my March 2017 TBR. It's already into March, so I'm a little late with this, but I was waiting to get into all the books that I have, so make my decisions. So first of all, I want to start off with books that are carrying over from February that I have not finished reading. And you might have expected it, The Professor and the Madman by Simon Winchester. I have made pretty good progress on it. You see where I am. See, that's where I am. And a lot of the stuff in the back is like extra stuff for like book clubs and whatever. And anyway, I will finish this book. It is on the top of my list of things to do. So I want to finish that book. Also, I am still reading A Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab, and I took the jacket off because I take the dust jackets off whenever I read them because I will almost certainly tear them. And so I'm about halfway-ish. Yeah, about halfway through it. And so I just need to sit down and get into it. Like, I'm into it, but I'm just not devouring it like I normally would. I guess I have to be in a mood. On my Kindle, I am also reading two books on my Kindle, and I'll pull them up so that we can see the covers. The first one that I'll mention that I'm reading on my Kindle is called Deceiving the Duke, which is it's the second book to the series that I started in January, and it's this like terrible romance series that is not terribly well written, and it's not great, but here's what the cover looks like. Deceiving the Duke. And, I mean, but it's fun kind of drivel. I mean, I'm enjoying it. And then the other one that I'm reading is Richard Wright's Black Boy, and let me see if I can pull it up, and it has different covers depending on, like, this is the cover that shows when you pull up the cover in the app, but then whenever I look at it on my Kindle screen, it has a yellow cover. So I don't know. And when I bought it, it had a different cover from that. So that, but it's one of those classics, so I guess they have different covers. So anyway, those are the four that I continue reading from February. Other books. I plan on reading for a graphic novel, The Gigantic Beard That Was Evil, and when I film this, I will be done with this because it's such a quick read. So this is what I'm reading as far as reading something graphic. When I finish The Professor and the Madman, for my next piece of nonfiction reading, I'm going to read The Elephant in the Playroom, which was compiled and edited by Denise Brody. And this is about ordinary parents writing intimately and honestly about raising kids with special needs. And I have a special needs child, so I am interested in these stories, especially as the children who are, getting older and what have you. And then, carrying over from my last TBR, I have Burial Rites by Hannah Kent. I just never got to it. I feel ashamed. So it carried over. And I also have All Decent Animals still over on my counter, and I will pick that one up if I get through all of those. Like, I sort of took my TBR and put them in an order of what I wanted to finish immediately, and then the order that I wanted to finish them after that. And I put Burial Rites ahead of All Decent Animals, and I had to put The Gigantic Beard That Was Evil because I have to keep, at least a graphic piece. Speaking of a type that I have to keep, the audiobook, and I've actually started the audiobook yesterday. The audiobook that I am reading for, the audiobook that I'm reading for this month, because I feel like I have to keep reading at least one a month to keep my goal going in the sense of 2017, and I'm trying to acclimate myself into audiobooks because it was a style that I wasn't really into. But I picked up, I downloaded on Audible Bryan Cranston's A Life in Parts. And I can't get it to come up on my screen. Come on. Okay, fine. Never mind. Ugh. I'll pull it up on my phone. I listen to my audiobooks on my phone because I can sync my phone to my radio in the car.
Those mirrors.
Nope. So here's what the cover looks like. It's kind of an up close picture of his face. You might recognize him as the dad from Malcolm in the Middle or Walter White from Breaking Bad. And so far it's really good. Like I've gotten maybe like a quarter of the way through it already, and I'm really enjoying it. Like he has a really great way. He reads it himself, so it comes across really wonderfully. So those are the books that I plan on reading for March. Unlike a lot of people, I don't have a spring break, so I didn't beef up my TBR for that because we had a winter break in February, and then we're going to have our spring break in April. So my April TBR should be a little beefier, so I'll be able to read a little more from that. So that's all I've got for today. That's my TBR. I try to keep it, reasonable. I don't know. Trying to keep reading books that are thoughtful and have, at least try to keep an audiobook, try to keep graphic novels, try to keep books from own voices authors and about topics that I am not familiar with. So there you go. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.